Hello children, hope all are fine. Good wishes and greetings from Nirmala ma'am. Now let's continue with our history chapter, the Vedic Period. In the later Vedic age, besides the remaining Vedas, the Samaveda, Yajur, Atharva and the Aranyakas, which we have already discussed, the primary text was Upanishad, the epics and the sutras. The Upanishad, which were composed in the later Vedic age, contained profound philosophical thought. It contained profound philosophical thought on Hindu religion. They analyzed the ashrams of life, the universe, Atma, the human soul, and its transmigration, and the life, that is the relationship of life with the forces of nature. Sutras. The word sutra means a thread. The sutras were a special body of literature. It contained short and clear sentences which provided clues to understand the subject, to understand a matter, that is sutras, and then the epics. Now we know the epics includes the Mahabharata and Ramayana. There are two primary epics in India, the Ramayana and the Mahabharata. They were originally composed in Sanskrit and were later translated in many other languages. Ramayana is said to have been written by sage Valmiki. Rama, the central character in the story, is believed to be the incarnation of Lord Vishnu, and Sita, the incarnation of goddesses Lakshmi. Incarnation means a person who embodies in the flesh a deity, spirit or quality. The story of Ramayana revolves around the kingdom of Ayodhya. Ayodhya was ruled by King Dasharath, who had 4 sons, Rama, Lakshman, Bharat and Shatrughna, by his 3 wives, Kaushalya, Kaikeyi and Sumitra. He had 4 sons by his 3 wives. Dasharath wanted his eldest son, the eldest son was Rama. So he wanted his eldest son, Rama, to succeed to the throne after him. But Kaikeyi opposed this decision. She wanted her son Bharat should be made the future king of Ayodhya. Dasharath was compelled to grant her wish, that is, to make her son Bharat as a future king. Therefore, she demanded that, Kaikeyi demanded from Dasharath that Ram should be sent to 14 years of exile. Rama, like a dutiful son, like an obedient son, left for exile, accompanied by his wife Sita and the younger brother Lakshman. In the meantime, King Dasharath was shattered with grief and sorrow. He was really shattered and died. After a few days, he died. Now, during the period of exile, Ram wandered here and there through many forests and lands and lived in Panchavati. There he killed many Rakshasas, that is demons, who ill-treated the munis of that particular region. Now these demons whom Rama killed were related to the kingdom of Sri Lanka, ruled by a demon king, Ravan. Now when Ravan came to know that his demons were killed, Ravan got angry. To take the revenge, Ravana disguised himself as a hermit and captured Sita from Panchavati and took her to his kingdom. And when Rama came to know about this, Rama, with the help of Sugriva, that is the monkey king, with the help of, and his army, you might have heard about Vanar Sena and Hanuman. So with the monkey king, that is Sugriva and his army, Rama reached Sri Lanka and rescued Sita. A battle was fought between Rama and Ravana, in which Ravana was defeated and killed. Ram got back Sita and they returned to Ayodhya. He regained his kingdom and all lived happily. The Mahabharata was written by sage Vyasa and it is the longest epic in the world. The story of Mahabharata is about the kingdom of Hastinapur, ruled by King Dhritarashtra. Dhritarashtra had 100 sons. Among them, Duryodhana was the eldest son. Dhritarashtra had 100 sons and a daughter named Dushala. They were the Kauravas. Dhritarashtra's younger brother Pandu had 5 sons by his 2 wives Kunti and Madri. They were known as Pandavas. The Kauravas, led by Duryodhana, that was the eldest son of Dhritarashtra. So the Kauravas, led by Duryodhana, defeated the Pandavas in a game of dice. The loss led to 12 years of exile for the Pandavas. After they returned from the famous battle of Kurukshetra, took place between the Kauravas and the Pandavas. This battle lasted for 18 days. The Kauravas were defeated and killed. The Pandavas regained everything. They got back everything. The Pandavas got back everything. And Yudhishthira was made the ruler of Hastinapur. Historical significance of the epics. They have become the main sources of information of the epic age and give an insight of the period and the Aryans. They are the finest literary works of the ancient India. The epic gives us a clear picture of the socio-economic and political fabric of India. Socio-economic means the way of the life they lived or how they led their life. The epic helps us to understand the Hindu religion and its philosophy. The Bhagavad Gita answers many important questions on human life. The Bhagavad Gita stresses on the philosophy of karma. They help us to understand the Indian value system and its elements such as sacrifice, obedience, and so on. It also talks about the indestructibility and immortality of the soul. The first and the foremost feature of the later Vedic age is the use of the metal iron. Of course, there were the metals like gold, silver, and copper. Iron, with its special characteristics, actually revolutionized the Aryan way of life. Iron led to a great advancement in the field of agriculture, industry, and society in the later Vedic age. Iron implements like weapons, utensils, etc. began to be produced in large quantities in this age. Production of iron became an industry in itself. Tools made of iron were used in the agriculture. Pottery. The evidences of the colorful and artistic pottery with set patterns were discovered in the areas between the Ganga and Yamuna rivers. These are called painted grey ware. These are fine grey pottery painted with geometric patterns in black. The painted grey ware culture is associated with the settlement of villages and towns, domestication of horses, and the advent of iron. The people belonging to this culture with their iron technology were the first to bring a drastic change in the settlement pattern in the Ganga-Yamuna basin. On the foundation laid by these people, the superstructures flourished in the 5th and 6th century BC. In the later Vedic age, the basic element of society such as family, position of women, caste system, education, etc. remained the same as in the Rig Vedic age. In the Rig Vedic age, that is the early Vedic age, the basic social unit was a family with the eldest male as its head. In the early Vedic age and in the later Vedic age, the pattern remained unchanged. That is, the eldest male as is the head of the family. But in the later Vedic age, we have seen the partitions or the divisions of the joint family system. Even they started dividing the property after the death of the head of the family. The father continued to be a commanding figure in the family. The mating of the father with his children after his return from a journey was a novel feature of this age. The succession of leadership from father to son was considered as a normal feature in this age. In the early Vedic period, women had the right to education and enjoyed equal opportunities as men for the spiritual and intellectual development. Women attended the popular assemblies and took part in all religious rites. The practice of child marriage and sati were absent. Widow could marry again. Women could choose their husbands. In the later Vedic age, there was a decline in the status of women. They did not enjoy the right to property. The rules of marriage underwent a drastic change. As a result, the freedom enjoyed by the women of choosing their own husband was curbed. Widow remarriage was no more favored in this age. In the early Vedic period, both men and women wore upper and lower garments made of cotton and wool. They wore clothes that were heavy but simple in design. Men wore turbans. Ornaments made of gold, silver, and ivory were used by both men and women. Milk and its products like curd and ghee, vegetables and fruits were their main food. Horse racing, playing dice, music and dance were the favorite pastime of the people. In the later Vedic period, there are evidences which indicates the production and consumption of the rice by the people. In the early Vedic period, the society was divided into classes based on professions. There were 4 varnas or orders of society: the Brahmins, the Kshatriyas, the Vaisyas, and the Shudras. People who preached spiritual teachings to the society and lived a spiritual life, they were called as Brahmins. The Kshatriyas were the people who protected the society against external attacks and maintained the internal order and discipline. They came to be known as Kshatriyas. The Vaisyas were the business class people, the traders and the farmers. The Shudras were the people who were engaged in serving the upper classes. The professions like that of a carpenter, blacksmith, cobbler, potters, all these were the people came to be known as Shudras. The system classified the religious, political, financial and physical powers into 4 different social classes. During the later Vedic period, these professions became hereditary and it resulted in the emergence of the caste system. The position of Shudras became pathetic and they were also deprived of the rights of performing sacrifices. Later, the superior position was enjoyed by the Brahmins and the Kshatriyas.